you for tuning in. I do appreciate you being here. Um, I did want to come on today and just pick a couple of oracle cards from a couple of new decks that I have, just to say thank you. I've reached over 1,000 followers, so I am very, very appreciative of that. And I just wanted to come on and say hi. And if any of my content does resonate, yes, please hit like, subscribe, follow. Please share these videos. I think it's important to get these positive messages out to as many people as possible on the planet, to raise our own positive vibration and the positive vibration of the planet. So I have a couple of new decks here. I'm just going to put the screen down here. And I'm going to pick, as I said, an oracle card from each of these decks. The decks have been cleansed with this beautiful feather here. All right. And I also do have out this little energy stone with some of my crystals, this little stone that I found on the beach. All right. So a lot of love energy here, a lot of healing, golden energy here. All right, and I think we're going to start with the World Shaman Oracle cards. Okay, so as I said, these are two decks that I just bought recently, and they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, I did have one out because this was from a card pull that I had done previously. Okay. All right, so as I said, the decks have already been cleansed with this beautiful feather here. All right. So this is for anybody that it resonates with. You do not need to be any particular astrological sign to accept this energy. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If nothing resonates, it just means this card is not for you. Okay. And we did have a card come out here. So the card is Nettle. All right. And we're just going to read what that card says. And I'll just put the box here beside it. We have to find this card in here. Nettle. Here we go. Okay, so the key word for nettle is healing. It says nettle is a common plant that doesn't go unnoticed. It stings if touched, causing a rash and burning sensation on the skin of the unwary person who went near it. This is because it contains histamine, a substance that causes irritation, which is released through the short, sharp hairs on its leaves. This is how it defends itself against attacks from animals that want to feed on it and humans who want to pull it up because it's a weed. But we know there's no such thing as a weed. There are only vagrant, tenacious herbs. Nettle has several beneficial diuretic and anti-inflammatory properties, which on a symbolic level indicate self-defense. That which acts on the body also acts on the mind, and plant medicine is a good example of this. In Nordic folklore, nettle has the power to return a curse to the person who cast it. In general, nettle frees both the body and the spirit from bad influences, although it does so through pain. The plant manifests the fire element that must be continuously balanced. Fire illuminates, cleanses, and warms, but it also burns and devastates if it gets out of control. The protagonist of a famous fairy tale by Hans Christian Andersen uses nettle thread and silence to weave 11 tunics that will restore her brothers to their human forms after they've been turned into swans. Nettle hurt her, but it also saved those she loved. It says, on the shamanic path, nettle appears to remind us that the most powerful paths to heal pass through pain. Pain isn't a monster to be kept at a distance. It is one of the ingredients of daily existence. Okay, yeah. So we heal through pain, experiencing pain. Pain does teach us about resilience and the power of love. Yeah, so that's a beautiful card there. All right. And I'm also going to pick a card from this classical mythology oracle deck. Okay. Oh, and interesting. So just on the World Shamans deck here on the bottom, sometimes I like to do this, look at the bottom card. So the bottom card is psilocybin, which is mushrooms, magic mushrooms, which is also a healing herb that you can, a lot of people are using this now, low dosing and things for depression. There's people who can have, you can go to a retreat and have an experience where you take psilocybin and have somebody guide you through healing. Excuse me, I just needed to take a little drink there. All right, and then my second deck here, the Classic Mythology Oracle. Beautiful, beautiful deck again. And these decks were so such a good price. I think they were like, one was $10 and one was $12. So, all right. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the book. We're going to need that. All right. Okay. So, angels and guides. We're going to pick a card here for the collective this resonates with. So, again, this is for anyone that it resonates with. You do not need to be any astrological sign. Take the parts of the message that resonate for you. Leave the rest for someone else. If it doesn't resonate, it just means that the message is not for you, and that's okay too. You are still welcome to watch. And these cards were cleansed again with the beautiful feather, angels and guides. If we could have a Classic Mythology Oracle card for the collective that resonates with today. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Oh, so we had two come out, so we'll take two. So what do we have here? Oh, 26 and 27. Helen of Troy, keywords beauty, attraction, aloofness, target. And then 27, hypnose, keywords dream, sleep, rest, astral self. Wow. Okay, so those are fun cards there. So we're going to read those two cards here. So cards 26, 27. So it's kind of saying to me there's some type of natural progression happening here. Okay, moving forward. You can look up those angel numbers if you wish to. All right, so 26, Helen of Troy. Keywords beauty, attraction, aloofness, and target. It says Helen of Troy is famous for being the face that launched 1,000 ships, meaning that warships set sail so that men and kings could fight to win her and keep her. Renowned for her looks, she was used a pawn in the game of men, suggesting that she paid a price for her beauty. This card means that beauty is a factor at play in your life right now. We are conditioned to believe that good-looking people have an easier life, but beauty bias can be a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it can get help. On the one hand, it can help you to get, oh, see, there's some typos here. On the one hand, it can help you to get a job or date, but on the other hand, it can also bring about unwanted attention and envy from other people. If your looks are making you a target, then use aloofness as a weapon. Keep yourself to yourself and don't engage with those who make you uncomfortable just to be polite. Likewise, don't allow people to use you as a pawn in their own games. This card can also indicate that you need to make more of your looks and learn how to use them to your own advantage. This is especially the case if the Aphrodite card is also in the same spread. Perhaps it's time to update your image or change it completely. Take care over your appearance, but don't let others use you simply for how you look. Okay, and kind of some messages I'm getting from Spirit is I'm getting kind of some snake imagery here with shedding skin, reinventing yourself, a new image. Perhaps, you're going to have a new look or something. Okay, and then card 27, hypnose, keywords dream, sleep, rest, and astral self. It says Hypnos is the god of sleep and the son of Nyx, the goddess of night. It is from his name that we get the word hypnotize, which means to put someone into a trance or state of deep relaxation. The main message of this card is simply rest. Are you getting enough sleep, or do you lie awake tossing and turning? Without rest, your mind and body cannot function at full capacity. Hypnos is telling you that you need to prioritize good quality rest and sleep. He is also associated with dreams, so this card could indicate that you need to pay more attention to them, especially if the Cassandra card is also in the spread. You may want to keep a dream journal. Often dreams make no sense in the moment, but as events unfold in your life, you might notice that you were dreaming prophetically. Keeping a dream journal can help you to track your dreams and the quality and quantity of sleep that you are getting. Try to see your bedtime as a date with Hypnos and ask him to bless you with informative dreams that can help you during the day. Hypnos is also associated with the astral self and astral travel, so lay back, relax, and follow where the gods of sleep leads. Allow Hypnos to lull you into a deep and restful slumber. Okay, so that's awesome. Yeah, so me personally, I am someone who generally does not remember my dreams. I do have a dream journal. I do keep it by my bed. I really have actually been trying to be more aware and more conscious in my dreams lately. And I know in the last few nights that I have been dreaming, like I recognize that I've been dreaming. A lot of nights I don't even recognize that. I'm not remembering my dreams when I wake up lately. I haven't had a dream in a very long time where I've woken up and I've remembered that dream. I do believe that, obviously my dreams are stored in my subconscious. And even though consciously I don't remember the information, I do believe that subconsciously I do. So, and I know that any dream that I really do consciously need to remember, I'm going to be made aware of, and I'm going to have the memories when I wake up. The thing is, you can lose them quickly. That's why it's important to have that journal by your bed with a pen, pencil, something to write with, so that you can write down what you remember very quickly. And again, it might not make sense, as the card said, but it will in the future. So just write down whatever you remember. If you happen to remember more details at a later time, go back and add that information. And sometimes you will just have kind of a light bulb moment or an epiphany where all of a sudden you're like, wow, yeah, you remember. So yes, write it down. It will make sense. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. Again, thank you so much for reaching the 1,000 followers or 1K followers. A lot of people seem to really resonate with the prayers that I post, which are really fun, and I do have fun creating those over on TikTok. Yeah, so I'm really, really glad that, those messages are getting out to people. And prayer is very powerful. Here's my puppy. Her name is Nala. Hi, Nala. How are you? It's very, very powerful. And, I just know when I pray, oh, she likes the feather. When I pray, definitely it brings a lot of good into my life for sure. So, yeah. I will be back with more lives, and I will be posting more prayers. So thank you for taking the time to be here. Maybe I'll do some lives with Nala because she has so much good energy and healing energy to share with people. So I would love to do that for sure too. But thank you so much for being here. Sending you all lots of love and light and healing energy. I hope it reaches you, and I hope you're open to receive it. Namaste.